My name's Taylor Williams from Weaver, Alabama. I drift a 2015 Mustang GT. One day I'm gonna get to do a build breakdown on that car because I got a lot of inquiries about it. But for now, I kind of wanted to start a series on building a budget drifter, something 4-door. I have a 1.5-year-old and I'm about to have another baby. And I'm just hoping over the next few months or whatever I can get it running for a my budget is like $1,000. So I picked this G35 Sedan up. I'll show you for 300 bucks. Engine has blown head gaskets and it's missing interior, but overall, I mean, it's a pretty clean body. I mean, it's got the full drivetrain, has the manual trans. As far as I can tell, most of the wiring is still here. And I don't really plan to go back with everything in there, but just really to have something to kind of beat on that's super cheap. And I figured this would be a good time to maybe start a little series on what to do and how to do it. So today what I'm going to do is just kind of like a parts haul of everything I got. Went and picked up and pulled this stuff off the couple more parts cars the guy had. But I got an engine, trans, let's see, and basically a whole front end. So the engine and trans was mine out of a 350Z. So that doesn't include in the per se cost of this. But right now I'm $300 in this car. And so my goal is to get it running as cheap as possible. You know, do a little bit of suspension stuff, a seat, dash, maybe keep AC, but my budget is $1,000. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, so my goal now is basically with this engine I got here. Probably can't get to it today. Got a drift event to get ready for tomorrow, but what I'm going to do is jump the starter out and check the compression on this engine. And if it's good, I may just throw it in place of this one. If not, honestly, I'm probably going to end up replacing the head gaskets in this one, because this motor came out of that yellow 350Z, and I know that car sat outside for 2 years, and I'm not really sure if the motor had any water damage. I mean, obviously some of the plenum bolts here are loose. I mean, I checked the oil, it looks decent. I mean, it looks pretty clean, really. So my hopes are that it's a good motor. If not, we'll deal with that when we get there. Also, it has an aftermarket clutch. Maybe if it's good, we'll use it in this build. If not, you know, we might have to come out of pocket a little bit to do something for a clutch, because I really don't want to put a bad used one in it. But really with this car, what I'm thinking is the wiring harness is undone here. Now I don't believe it's undone anywhere else. I mean, obviously, you know, you're gonna have some kinks here, I mean, some lighting, but as far as the motor goes, I might can get it to turn over. I mean, there's no spark plugs or anything in it, but it at least would give me an idea of where I'm at as far as what needs to be done to actually get this car running. I mean, ideally I throw a battery in here, turn the key, and I mean, it turns the motor on. But 9 times out of 10, it don't go that way. I mean, all we can do is, see what's gonna happen. So I was gonna try to Hail Mary that and just see if my truck battery might get it to do something, but I'm missing, I noticed earlier when I was pulling parts off the parts cars, I'm actually missing another piece that goes here to your power. So obviously that's probably some kind of accessory. Like, this is the first G35 / 350Z I've ever messed with, so I really don't know what's what. I'm more familiar with like the newer Mustangs, but I'm assuming that's some kind of accessory power. I mean, my PCM or BCM, my ECU, everything is plugged in. So I mean, I figured if it would have at least done something. So I can't really do much else until I get those pieces, and I'm gonna have to get that tomorrow because I'm just running out of time. I got to get packed up and get ready for mid-pond tomorrow. So started my 7 days off today. Got off work this morning. Just decided I'd stay up, see if I could get the shop cleaned up a little bit. I mean, it's pretty filthy in here. I mean, I've got Mustang subframes, Mustang hubs, Infinity dash, 240 engines, like Mustang diffs. So I'm just gonna try to get it cleaned up some. See if I can't get this car to turn over sometime soon, hopefully. If I can get it to turn over, I'm pulling it, putting head gaskets in it, and see what we got from there. Clean my spare motor up real quick, so later I'm gonna go pick up the wire harness I need for the G35. I'm gonna have to grab my trans bolts, and then I'm gonna test the compression on it right here on the ground. I'm gonna jump the starter, and if it's got good compression, I may actually just throw it in place of this one and then build this one later, fix the head gaskets, whatever. I hadn't decided. So it's really not looking too good. I mean, I did get the car for free. I really just needed the trans. I mean, I was hoping the motor was good, but it might have sat outside with the hood off for a little bit. I'll show you. So the cylinder, I mean, it's just full of corrosion. Here, I mean, you probably can't tell, but we got water. And then here, just, so much corrosion. I don't even know if I can get a socket on it, so it ain't looking too good. Finished pulling the spark plugs out and see how easy it is to turn over with no compression on it. I did turn it over, the motor still in the car, and it was kind of hard. Not even gonna lie about it, but it did turn over, and the oil didn't look like trashed. It didn't have water in it. So I'm gonna pull all the spark plugs out and just see if I can get it to turn over by hand. So yeah, that cylinder's definitely definitely rusted, full of water. So Either way, like, I don't care what it shows. This one's probably going to have to come apart too. Other motor, honestly, probably my best bet. I mean, this is ridiculous. These weren't quite as corroded, but I mean, it's got moisture all over them. A little bit of oil, who knows what. This. So look, right here's what I was missing. I was missing this piece. This is just my Mustang battery, and it's just half-ass on there. But all I did was plug it in and stick this there, put all this on, right?
Does it turn over?
You wanna find out? All right, so go open that door. So, check this out.
Oh, look.
Yeah, check this out. Well, sunroof even works in this bitch.
You haven't cranked it yet? It wouldn't do it?
Nope. Nope. You can pull it, put head gaskets in it, and it'll crank like, well, we gotta get the fuel, see the fuel pump back there? It's obviously missing, you know, all its shit, but honestly, fuel pump and spark plugs and everything else, and theoretically it should crank.
Are these your tools?
Yeah. So everything works in this bitch.
You haven't cranked it yet?
So I just got the drive shaft out, the exhaust dropped, and the shifter out. All we gotta do now is get the power steering undone, whatever wiring's left, motor mounts, trans mounts, and the motor will be out. Just kind of show you. So all I did was just pull the shifter. That's it, left the bracket and everything. Exhaust is back here. Drive shaft.
That's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you